So, moving on now to something that I put as my pick of the week last week before watching it, which might have been a mistake, was Born to Kill, which is a new four-part. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. Please talk like that throughout. It's got people in it.
People in it. I thought it
And
was four parts.
yeah.
Written by some people, Tracy Malone and Kate Ashfield. Stars, actually in the lead role, a newcomer by the name of Jack Rowan. He plays Sam, a 16-year-old, quite charismatic. First thing you see of him is him topless talking into a mirror about his dad dying in Afghanistan.
That's how my biopic would start.
As you could tell from the title, it's quite an obvious title, I would say, Luke. Born to Kill.
Yes,
It sort of
yeah.
sets you up for certain expectations. He's being raised by a single mum, played, I would say, rather splendidly by Romola Gary. I thought she
She's
was
a bit of a revelation, actually, because I've only
Yeah.
ever seen her playing sort of uptight, posh people.
Mm.
And she's very dowdy and very down to earth and very, very unkempt in this. And
I'm
I
trying
really
to think
appreciated
what else she would have been like that in. I'm sure there's other things. Basically, you see Sam, he's a bit obsessed with death. He sees like this boy being bullied on the school bus, sort of being not throttled, is he? He's sort of being almost suffocated by some other boys, some bigger boys.
You say
And
suffocated, I say throttled. It's tomato.
and he basically forms a friendship with this boy, but then tries to drown him at some point or puts his head under the water.
It's a very weird. There's a very
Yeah.
weird sequence in the
then
swimming baths.
there's a lot of weird sequences in this.
Yeah.
The other part of it is that Daniel Mays, who we also like, comes to this area. Do we know where it is, where they live?
No, well, if we do, I don't know now.
He comes with his daughter Chrissy, played by another newcomer, Lara Peake. They've come because his mother is poorly, her grandmother. She starts at the same school as Sam. On her first or second day, decides to set the lab on fire, the chemistry lab, as you do. Sam takes the blame for it. You think there's a bit of an attraction there. And then we sort of fast forward to near the end, at the hospital where his mum works. He sort of helps out, reads to the guy from Mum, who was in this, wasn't he? Carl Johnson.
Yeah,
Wretch. And ends up killing him at the end of this. I'm guessing he upped his dose of morphine and that was the end of
all your medical training coming into play
yeah,
there.
I know that, yeah. The other element of this is that Jenny, who's the Romola Gary character, has got a note through. She's got to give a victim statement. Someone's coming out of prison, and we sort of put two and two together. By the end, we learn it's Sam's dad. Obviously, he's got a violent past, and that's why Sam is acting in the way he
It's
is.
Happy
Because,
Valley.
as the title would suggest, he is
he
born to kill.
Yeah. There hasn't been a more obvious title since MasterChef, I don't think. Yeah.
Walks with my dog on Channel 4.
Yeah. There were bits of it where I was engaged, and then there were other bits where it felt like an art house film.
I would say the performances, certainly Romola Gary and Lara Peake, who played Chrissy, I really liked. The music I quite liked. It reminded me of Utopia, the sort of off-putting, sort of spinkly music. It was trying almost to be that sort of fly-on-the-wall experimental that it almost came off as amateurish. I don't know if you agree.
The subject matter was dark, obviously, but it was also too dark to look at. I just wanted to turn the brightness up on my monitor. It was just, it made me tired. I was not engaged with it at all, and I was really disappointed because it's one of the rare cases where you go in. I wasn't necessarily had high expectations. No. But I thought, this is something new, something different. It just sort of plodded along, really, didn't it?
You thought it took too long to get to the point? Too long.
It took too long. And I don't know how invested I am to go back for more.
No, I agree. I don't think I will. I mean, the only sort of draw is the fact that we know Richard Coyle is coming into it as the dad character, and I do like Richard Coyle, so...
Yeah. What, as the evil dad?
Yeah. Did you not see him at the end in the coming soon bit?
Oh no, I didn't perhaps see that bit.
No. It was coming. You saw him like in prison and reciting "Hello, son, it's your dad," or something similar to
See,
that.
my only quibble about not going back is it could get more interesting when
Hmm.
the dad turns up.
And
But
seeing what's going
I
to
don't
happen.
like the speed of it. I think it's just a little too slow for me.
I do like the fact that the Chrissy character isn't just like this like innocent victim girl that he's going to sort of, you know, groom or kill or something like that. You know, she's a bit of a handful as well, and that's what he's sort of
And
attracted to.
that scene in the swimming baths we alluded to, where he drowns the guy he saved from bullying, although it's supposed to make you uneasy, it did make me feel uneasy. But I hate to say this because we say this about everything lately. I didn't buy it. I was never, I didn't buy him. I don't think he's.
It did feel
overly
at times that I was
engaging.
watching like some sort of public service announcement or something like that. You know, like a film made as like an advert or something
Yeah,
showing
it
schools.
looks very filmic, didn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a TV drama. Perhaps that's
Poor
why.
old Daniel Mays, again, another drama where he's got very little to do. Like this Anguilla, I think he had about 10 minutes screen time combined in
Yeah,
both.
I was disappointed, and I have normal faith in a Channel 4 drama, but not then. Shame. It didn't make me think anything. In fact, if we weren't podcasting, I'd have not spoken about this to anyone, and I wouldn't be watching it
No.
on Thursday night. Born to Kill fails to thrill.